All right, my friends. So, this first one in the second portion of the Infinite Game deals with your marriage. We call this one Courting the Queen You Committed to. And so, I don't know where your relationship is. You may not even know exactly where your relationship is. It's amazing to me how many times I've met with a wife or a husband, but in this context, a wife, whose husband thinks that they're doing pretty well and she's halfway out the door, or she's miserable, or he says, yeah, we're making love often, and she's like, I kind of want to like poke my eyeballs out, but I don't want him to be mad at me, right? And so we can be pretty disconnected from the fact that we're disconnected. And so one of the beautiful things in these areas of relationships and influence in our relationships is, while it might be a little vulnerable, it might be a little risky, you can take the courage to ask, how are we doing? How can I be a better spouse? What do you need from me? So what I'd like you to do is I just want you to start to reflect on your relationship. First, I want you to ask you, what's missing for you? What's not working for you? What areas are weak? What did you used to enjoy that you don't anymore? See if you can pinpoint what led you down a path of disconnection. Or maybe you say, you know what, we're solid, like we're really good. Asking yourself, can it get better? And so I want you to ask yourself, where could this go if I put in more energy and effort? Whether you're in a good place and it gets better, or whether you're in a bad place and it gets better, it will require you to put in the energy. And I'm going to help you, if you continue in the program, to know how to influence your wife in a way where one of two things happens, especially if there's struggles, maybe a lack of trust, maybe there's a sense of lack of safety, or maybe it's just difficult to connect. Maybe there's outside forces getting in the way. Maybe one of you struggles with anxiety or depression. I'm going to help her know how to navigate that where it doesn't get in the way. Maybe you face some challenges. Maybe you have children with chronic illness, or you've lost a loved one, or there's some financial difficulties. You're facing these things. How can you face them together instead of them pulling you apart? And you, as the king, leading that. It doesn't mean you drag her along kicking and screaming. It means you invite her. You create something compelling. You be someone compelling that she wants to be on this journey with, right? Maybe some of you have been in this situation like me, where my wife's here because we were committed, because we have children, not because she's currently liking me. I remember, got bit by an ant. I remember several years back, maybe eight years ago, my wife saying, Austin, I'm not in love with you anymore. And she's like, I love you, you're my husband and father of our children, but I don't feel those feelings for you. And that was hard for me because I wanted that, but I realized I wasn't being who she needed to be. I wasn't bringing in the energy and the spark and the romance and praising her and encouraging her. And so I want you to just ask yourself, are you being the type of partner you want to be? Independent of what you're getting from her, right? I blamed my wife for my problems for a long, long time. But when it came down to it, regardless of what she was or wasn't doing, I wasn't being the man I wanted to be. So we want to get connected to our values. What type of partner do you want to be? You want to be merciful? You want to be compassionate? You want to be empathetic? You want to be connected? You want to enjoy passion or flirtiness or playfulness or good sexual intimacy? You want to be spiritual together? I encourage you to get a vision for this. Most people accept mediocrity in their marriages. They don't invest and invite in a way that allows husband and wife to go, let's make it the best. Yeah, we got 5 kids or 3 kids, or yeah, there's these things going on, but let's come together. And me and you, babe, against the world. Whatever comes, it's not going to pull us apart. We're going to stay together, connected, facing the challenges. Right? Me and Shaylee have talked about this often. Honestly, for a long, long time, our marriage was the biggest difficulty for both of us. We could do well financially, we could do well with parenting, we could do well spiritually. But our marriage was the trial. It was the challenge. And over time and in a lot of effort, we've learned to make our relationship a big strength. And then together we face the world. So this is an opportunity to get honest. Where is your relationship? Where are you as the man you want to be as a partner? Where do you want this relationship to go? And we're going to spend some more time looking at how you can invite her to be a queen. Not a burnt out, busy, overwhelmed, stressed out, upset, frustrated woman. But how to invite her to be a queen where she knows her worth, she knows her beauty, she knows her lovability, and she's excited to bring that and share that with you. Some of you have experienced this, for example, with sexuality, that she's there and you can tell she doesn't want to be there. She's having obligation or duty sex. Or you come in the door and she's not excited to see you, but like the dog runs up and she pets the dog on the head, or first thing in the morning she's excited to see the kids, but not you. Like, I've been there. And I used to be pretty pissed off about that until I decided to make some changes. Not to earn love, not to, try to blame her for my problems, but to say, I'm going to be a king. I'm going to grow, and I'm going to invite you on a journey with me, an adventure that might have some risks, that might take you out of your comfort zone. It might make you grow a little bit in certain areas, but we're going to do it together. So I'm excited to see a lot of you guys aren't posting anything. I know you're doing the course. I can see it. I encourage you to step into your strength and share some vulnerable things. It's safe here. You see other men posting some hard things, some real things. So take a minute to write down, here's where my marriage is, and share with us the gap between here's where it is and here's where I want it to go. Here's what's missing. And in time, there will be opportunities for direct feedback specific to your relationship and her needs and your needs. And I'll guide you on how to influence her and your marriage in a way where it can become what you want. I'm excited to see your guys' answers.